cultivators, welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about the magical Taoist ancestors. I'm Roy, aka Innocent Juju.
I'm Fallon, aka Lon Angie.
I'm Colin. I forgot to come up with a name.
That's okay. Make up one off the cuff.
Give Long Wang Ji a Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah, give Lon Wang a gun.
He deserves it. He's been through enough.
I think he'd be good at it.
Yeah, you know.
He's coordinated.
Yeah.
We're here. We got to be on our best behavior because not only are we here with Chief Cultivator Colin today, but we're also at their house.
We're at the Pagetish Sect.
We're at the Pagetish Sect, and everybody is certified COVID free.
Yeah.
in this establishment. So
don't worry, it's
please
fine.
don't worry. We are very actively concerned about our own health and safety.
We're all alive.
We're all alive, and these are our very close friends.
Yeah.
We do share a washing machine, so.
Yeah.
None of us have the Rona yet, so I think we're okay for now.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Pretty good, you know. Just enjoying some surprises that I believe were relayed on the last episode.
Yeah.
As it turns out, there is only one bed.
There's only one bed.
There's only one bed. I will say, the novel's much easier to read than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if I said this the last time that I was on, but me and reading don't really go well together. Mm-hmm. I probably have like a very light reading disability or something like that. But I fucking just barreled through this.
Yeah.
It's very easy to read, which is not something I was expecting from a novel, and also not something I was expecting from a novel that is translated from another language.
Yeah.
It's blessings upon us. But it's been a minute since you were on. Last time you were on, we were still on the Donghua.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. And that was early on, too.
Yeah. That was back in the first season.
It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Can't believe how far we've come.
I know.
We're a little over a third of the way through the novel now.
I know.
Good shit.
Big boy rating.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's good and
to
fun.
hear it.
You know what else
good.
is good and fun?
Fucking Modal QQ's really good and fun, Roy.
Modal QQ is very good and fun.
It delights my heart.
My favorite thing about Model QQ is it's 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's great for
Including the intro and outro.
Yeah.
The ADD havers who be on their phones through the intro and outro and can pay attention for long enough to absorb the 2 minutes of content. I fucking love it, man.
It's giving me flashbacks to in college at Anime Club where we would watch Squid Girl in between stuff. Just as a quick palate cleanser, in, out, yes, Squid Girl, hit somebody with her tentacles today. Funny stuff.
Funny joke.
Wei Wuxian, put a boba tea straw in his wine urn. I'm here for it.
It's very good.
Yeah, we love a good sight gag.
We love it. We got 2 episodes this week, I think just because of the way that the translation timing came out. So we got episodes 2 and 3 of it. We got first one is Drive Away the Dog is what
Drive
it's called.
Away the Dog.
It sounds like a David Lynch film.
David Lynch brings you. And then
What did fairy do?
You could go to hell. And then the third one is called Chili's, which my iPad decided to autocorrect to Chili's spelled like the proper restaurant noun.
Yeah, Welcome to Chili's.
Welcome to Chili's.
And put some respect on its name.
Okay, but one of the Lon Juniors has done the Welcome to Chili's meme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was definitely Jingy. He seems like the hippest of them all.
Lon Packy.
Tacky. Oh my god.
Shrek 2 vape cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby. Forever burned in my mind.
It's always. So Drive Away the Dog has a funny peeing comedy dog.
Yeah.
Starts with funny peeing comedy dog. Wei Wuxian sees it, does not like it, climbs himself a tree. But first of all,
First of all,
he gets himself some booze, and he puts funny boba straw in booze and drinks it like funny boba tea.
Which is how I'm going to do it from now on.
you got us. So
I mean, you get more booze in quicker that way.
Yeah.
You get boozed tapioca.
Great big gurgling gulps of rice wine.
Like, the idea of me buying a boba tea machine that does, like, the sealing on the top of the cup and everything is about as ludicrous as when I really wanted to get my own counterflow carbonator so that I could make my own ramen bottles of homebrew.
I'm sorry? Wow. That's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even think about the fact that would be like a thing that consumers could acquire.
So, like, where those bottles are actually most popular is actually in India, where you have people, like, with, like, basically, like, bike-mounted setups. So, like, you'll have the ramen bottles or whatever, but they'll be, like, big honky boys.
Yeah.
And you'll bring your empty one to this guy, and you'll pay him however much it costs and be like, yeah, I want lemon today. And he'll fill it up. He'll like stick it on the machine, and the machine fills it up, and it carbs itself as it's doing. And so, like, once it's done filling, it has enough pressure that it shoots the glass ball to, like, seal it. And then you just have a sealed ramen bottle again.
What the fuck?
And you pay 27 cents.
Probably.
Fucking ramen science.
Yeah.
What the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, Wei Wuxian is sneaking into the cloud recesses with his booze. He gets scared of dog. He run up tree.
Yeah.
He run up tree.
Lan Wangji show up.
He has to stay. He has to stay quiet because sneaking into the cloud recesses after curfew is a big no.
Yeah, you don't do that.
So Lan Wangji chases the dog away, but not before noticing that said dog is Jinzi Schwan's dog.
Yeah.
So like father, like son, as it were. He ends up chasing the doggy away.
Yeah, he chased dog away.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Wei Wuxian still gets busted. He kind of leaves it thinking like, oh, I'm Mr. Cool Man. I got away scot-free. And then the next day, he gets epically owned because Lan Wangji found his bottle that he forgot about out of scare.
Yeah. He does the thing that I have the bad habit of doing where I'm like, if I just ignore it, maybe it'll go away. And that's not a great habit to have because it does bust him.
Yeah.
It does bite him in the ass a little bit more than the dog did.
Sometimes you get busted.
Sometimes you get busted, unfortunately.
Sometimes you bustin'.
Sometimes we bustin'.
And Lan Wangji busts him, and Wei Wuxian begs for mercy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has a think
always.
spot while he's up in the tree about like, oh no, I'm going to be punished, and he thinks of all of these ways. Oh dear. Oh no, I better not be punished by this man.
Yeah, he
that would
thinks,
be bad.
Initially, he thinks, first of all, the first thing he thinks of is getting tied up with his forehead ribbon. The first fucking thing. I'm like...
I can't stand this.
Can y'all just, like, rest for one
Take
moment?
a nap!
Just sit the fuck down for a minute.
I'm glad that these episodes aired when we were after doing the previous chapter.
Yeah. This is fucking ridiculous.
Lord.
I mean, I can only take so much.
It really does tie in well.
Disgusting. I can't believe he's so fucking stupid. So then, he gets owned, whatever he has to
Epically.
do. Yeah, he gets epically owned, and then he has to, like, do punishment, whatever.
I'm not owned, Wei Wuxian yells at being strapped to a bed.
God!
And then...
It is literally victory wine.
Yeah.
It is. And then we get Songcheng rights.
Yeah, then we go to Chili's.
Chili's.
So Wei Wuxian is having lunch with Lan Wangji in the library because I guess you're allowed to do that. One of the few things you are allowed to do in the cloud recesses is eat in the library.
Yeah, you can eat in the library because, I mean, eating while studying, it's just efficient.
You just do it.
You know? And so Zhang sneaks up in the window.
And he fucking hurls a jar of Lao Ganma at Wei Wuxian's head.
It's just Lao Ganma, basically.
Yeah.
It's got the peanuts in it and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what was it, the Grandmaster's sauce or something?
Something like that, Old Master's sauce or something, and he's...
Oh, yeah, Old Master's
Yeah.
sauce. Because Old Master's sounds like if I made bourbon that had Bagama in it, which I do now.
That makes me want to die. But they're in there, and Wei Wuxian is like, complaining about how bland the food is.
But yeah, and then he gets clocked with a jar of Lauganma, and so he's like, oh ho ho, and he slathers that shit on his rice, and he's like, hey Lan Wangji, you should try it. It's really good. You can eat like 3 bowls of rice with this crap. And Lan Wangji's like, and Wei Wuxian's like, listen, if you don't shape up your spice tolerance, you're never going to find a good Yunmong woman. And we all know that the ladies of Yunmong are the finest and the hottest because they eat the spiciest food. It's freaking biology, dude.
And it's freaking science that you, Lan Wangji, would want to get your dick wet with one of them.
Yeah,
so let's do this.
Obviously, eat some spicy food. And Lan Wangji agrees to it.
Yeah. He says, all right, hit me.
He says you're never going to marry a girl from Yunmong if you don't get used to spice. And Lan Wangji says,
bet.
Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
Yeah. Wei Wuxian, so he takes a big old bite of his spicy riceys, and he's getting mad about it. And
he goes completely pink.
Yeah, Wei Wuxian decides to be annoying, as he does.
I mean, yeah.
And
he decides.
Yeah. I think is the last question he asks, what's her name? Because he's like, oh, you do have a crush on somebody. Yeah. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Lan John? And he, and then, that's when Lan Wangji is like, Ying. So he actually gives him a name.
Yeah. He gets mad.
But dipshit doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
Because he's too dipshitted.
He's just too dipshitted. It just makes me sad. Oh,
it's buffoonish. God. But then the QQ writers say Songcheng writes.
They do say Songcheng writes because Songcheng is out there like basically either babysitting or eavesdropping or both.
Both, probably.
Outside of the window of the library.
That's yeah. They're on a date.
Yeah. And Ye Huaisong's like, oh man, wow. Wei Xiong's life sure is crazy even while he's being constantly surveilled by Mr. Fuddy Duddy.
And Zhang Cheng is like, I hate this bitch.
I'm just like, so tired of this bitch? I can't stand her.
I gotta live with this. You don't gotta live with
Can you believe this shit?
Yeah.
Are you seeing this?
But
it's so good.
I just want to say that QQ, the Modao Q, that's a blessing to me.
It's doing the most.
It's a blessing to me, and it is doing the most, and I really appreciate it. That it truly does the most.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
It's Modao cute.
Modao cute.
I'm saluting.
We like it.
I'm taking my hat off and doing a bow.
Yeah. I just can't wait for it to say justice for Zhang Yanli. I cannot speak today, but I've already done one podcast today. I'm at my limit.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll take it easy on this one. It's all jokes here, bro.
It's all jokes.
Let's. Is it novel time?
It is novel time because we also read a chapter of novel.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah,
it was a fairly brief chapter.
Yeah, pretty brief.
Still good.
Pretty brief, pretty good.
Compared to what we've been experiencing.
Oh yeah, fun. It's fun times.
Yeah.
So, Colin, I'll let you get your speaking brain back for a second while I go into this summary. How about that? So we read chapter 45, which is the third and final part of the Allure arc. So it's the morning after funny antics. Wei Wuxian, who slept on the floor all night feeling bad, wakes up to Lan Wangji picking him up and putting him in bed, and Lan Wangji tells him he's sober now, but he doesn't remember anything that happened the night before, so Wei Wuxian is like, okay, dodge the bullet. Damn, it was kind of funny, though. I wish I could laugh about it with someone. And he remembers Lan Wangji saying the first time he became Han Guangju shit-faced that he likes someone, so Wei Wuxian kind of wonders about who that is and whatnot, but then it's time to go downstairs and meet up with the boys, who are all best friends now. Wei Wuxian pulls Jinliang aside and says, he tells him to stop being a rude little tryhard, making his life hard. Jinliang kind of fights him on it a little because every adult he knows was famous when they were 15, but he doesn't really realize that that's because they were having to do direct action because fascism was happening.
Yeah.
And then he tells Wei Wuxian that since he's been bondaged by Lan Wangji's forehead ribbon, he had better at least not cheat on him, and he leaves.
God.
I just realized this means that Jinling's a boomer.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow up to be a boomer because he's been the greatest generation is already here.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Hate that.
just give him some little boat shoes
Oof.
and a little belt with carp on it.
Oh my god!
A little pastel yellow polo shirt.
I mean, is that not what the jeans would wear in a modern AU anyway?
Little white sweater just tied across his neck.
He does get a job directly out of high school and keeps it for the rest of his life. No spoilers.
I mean...
So then it's just Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji and the Lan boys, and they decide they're going to go to Tanzhou and meet up with Lan Qichen, because he's there. All they have left to find of their dismembered zombie pal is his head, and they don't have any clues as to where that is, so why not? Lan Wangji tells Wei Wuxian that Jiang Cheng knows who he is, and Wei Wuxian is like, I'd like to see him prove it. And he tries to ask again how Lan Wangji recognized him, but he once again doesn't get an answer. They get to Tanzhou, but they don't meet up with Lan Qichen yet, because first we have to get some folklore. They stay, they stay the night in this, like, abandoned, shitty garden, and Sishui tells a story about it that I'm not going to go into for the sake of time, and it isn't super relevant. That night, Wei Wuxian is sitting around the fire with the boys, while Lan Wangji is out on patrol, and he finally asks straight up, so what's the deal with y'all's forehead ribbons? And the boys are like... about it. They're very, very put off by it. And we find out that the Lan forehead ribbon is their chastity ribbon. It keeps them incel.
God.
They're only allowed to...
It keeps them volcel.
It keeps them volcel.
Yeah.
It's towing the line between incel and volcel. Yeah. Compulsil. They're only allowed to take it off when they're with their souled mate, and nobody else is allowed to touch it except for that person, and it's a really, really, really big deal to them. And this is where we get the clowning of Wei Wuxian by the coward Wei Wuxian.
Yes. Oh my god.
He recognizes the importance of this, like, immediately, and he feels like shit about it. And he starts feeling bad about all the times he's messed with Lan Wangji about it. We get a big flashback to when they were teens, and they were at the Wen Sect's discussion conference doing an archery competition, which we saw in the Donghua. And long story short, Wei Wuxian had to do antics, because he must do antics.
Yeah.
And he tricked Lan Wangji and ended up pulling his forehead ribbon off, and it was a big scandal to all the Lan boys that were there at the time, to the point that Lan Wangji dropped out of the competition. So back in real time, Wei Wuxian is horrified, pacing around, and one of the boys is like, oh, look, he's really in love with Han Guangjun. And Wei Wuxian does mood emoji face, and then he hears some big, heavy rustling behind him, and he turns around, and there's this big, studly, headless guy right there. Hate when that happens.
Yes.
And that's the chapter.
That's just a Tuesday night for me, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking, Wei Wuxian going no head and just chucking his phone, smashing his skateboard.
Good God.
I'm screaming. It's just like, this chapter and the previous chapter was like, it made me feel like we're a third of the way through the book now, pretty solidly, almost a half. So that means it must be time for the author to give you some horny crumbs.
Yeah, it's time to be really indulgent with the B plot.
Yeah, Alora's just here, fucking take your horny crumbs. Just MXTX just like tossing shit.
We've had
in
enough
our mouths.
discourse. Take this.
It's reparations for fucking E City.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God.
And I would like to see more of it. Thank you.
Give me a chaser as long as that fucking arc.
As is my right. It's like taking a shot and drinking an entire 16-ounce glass of juice as a chaser. Please, God, just give it to me.
But sadly, we had to chug a pint of really bad scotch and just got a little thimble of pickle juice afterwards to wash it down with.
God.
You're the only person at this table who's going to say pickle juice is the good thing.
It's, it gets the taste out of your mouth.
Listen, picklebacks, not that bad. Not to betray you here, not to play Colin's advocate, but I'm always Colin's advocate because they're my friend.
I am okay, but I'm really thinking about, like, the nasty shit that Wei Wuxian probably drinks when he goes to the bar, and it's definitely, I haven't had Baiju, but I want to, but I've heard nothing but terrible, horrible things about it.
Fucking, I thought you were talking about Wei Wuxian comes in and like, all right, what juice on your bar is about to go out of date? Give it to me. Pour it all in a glass and put some tequila in it. Send me on my way. Put it in a styrofoam to-go cup with a lid and a straw.
I mean, I've heard Baiju described as tasting like burnt rubber. So just imagine doing a shot of that and then following it up with just like the leftover juice from the pickled radish that comes with your wings, or like, I don't know. Do they
Listen, here's my thing. I would straight drink like 12 ounces of that juice.
Okay, all right.
I really like it.
I may be the one dissenting opinion at this table, but I'm also the only correct opinion at this table.
When are you not? When are you not? When are you not?
I'm not going to apologize for being correct.
Anyway, let's get balls deep in this chapter, shall we?
This chapter, like so many others, opens with Wei Wuxian being pleading emoji face.
Yeah, and to start out for fun, I just really want to do a no homo counter in this chapter for the moments when there should be an asterisk in the text that says, "Hey, no homo."
Yeah.
China, hey, People's Republic of China, just so you know, this is no homo.
This isn't gay at all.
I just want to keep track of that.
Yeah, this isn't going to lead to them boning and getting married. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's, it's fine. It's whatever. Yeah. They're totally pure. They just hold hands.
Yeah,
they're just like lifelong friends, you know?
Yeah.
Lifelong friends.
Lifelong friends who, give each other massages and
And they have a son.
Yeah, they have a son.
But that's, neither here nor there.
It's just bro shit.
Yeah, they have a son because Omegaverse Wei Wuxian make womb with the cultivation juice, whatever.
Probably.
Yes, sure.
Jesus.
Probably.
So, oh god.
So Wei Wuxian...
Colin, I fucking hate you.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Listen, I'm one of 2 chief cultivators of the pot recesses. I am allowed to do things that give you psychic damage.
You are. You're allowed to give me, like, unlimited psychic damage for the support, if that's what we want to call it.
It's their right. So Wei Wuxian still feels like shit about, because he thinks that this whole thing with Lan Wangji was 100% entirely his fault. Mm-hmm. And granted, could have not given him alcohol, knowing what it does to him, but on the other hand, Drunk Wangi funny.
Drunk Wangi really funny.
Yeah. So he feels so guilty about this shit that he can't even get himself up to bother Lan Wangji in bed and do a funny sleeping next to him in bed.
Yeah, so he's lying on the ground.
Because obviously it pisses him off.
Listen, Wei Wuxian knows what consent is.
Yeah, he does.
He learned a lesson.
Yes, he did learn a lesson. And so he sleeps sitting up on the ground all night until at 5 a.m. he is gently lifted.
So gently.
And placed so caringly into bed, and
by a notably sober man of Lan Wangji.
By the notably sober man of Lan Wangji, who is the only man also.
Coincidentally.
He's so considerate.
He's so one of him.
He's such a good man.
He's so him?
He's so good.
Why is he such a good
Well, you see, they made one perfect man.
They made one perfect man.
And then they made one goblin man, and then they made them kiss.
Yeah.
And so Wei Wuxian's like, oh shit, it must be 5 already, huh? Because you're awake and you're sober. Mm-hmm. And it's just the fact that he learned to tell time off this man.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me.
And, so Lan Wangji, like...
He's like, Han Guangzhu, you're so rude when you're drunk.
God.
It's certainly the most succinct way of putting it.
Yeah. Lan Wangji, like, starts putting ointment on his bondage rug burn, his rope burn.
Oh my god.
And then fucking Lan Wangji says, you reaped what you had sown. So fucking Wei Wuxian sowing, LMAO, this rules. Wei Wuxian reaping, what the fuck?
Literally.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, do you really not remember what you did when you were drunk? And Lan Wangji's like, no. And Wei Wuxian's like, oh my god. Oh, thank God, because he probably would have just killed me from being embarrassed. Killed me out of embarrassment. And that just, like, that kind of reminded me of something that I read earlier today from, like, a really cool Chinese member of the Modao fandom who obviously speaks fluent English and makes a lot of meta threads on characterization. And obviously gives some incredible and genuine insight to Chinese culture and the reasoning behind the way some of Modao is. Mm-hmm. And so she Actually, I'm not sure what their gender is, so I'm just gonna call them they. Their handle is Shinochi Des. They're privated right now, but
I know who them are.
Who them are? They're like a very prolific writer, and they have a really incredible grip on these characters. Mm-hmm. And they explained how important Wei Wuxian's role as a servant's son was to how he views and interprets not only his own stance in society, but also the lens through which he processes Lan Wangji's feelings for him. I
saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and that he can't even, like, conceptualize it being a thing, whereas on Lan Wangji's side, he's just viewing it as himself repeating exactly what his dad did to get himself banished.
Yep.
And what's the word?
Exiled.
Exiled.
Like a rebel?
Yeah.
Hey!
Wow, you got him. And that was all made in a point to express how they weren't really a fan of people calling Wei Wuxian, like, dumb or stupid or oblivious. Mm-hmm. Because he just doesn't even have it in his cultural wheelhouse to consider Lan Wangji being interested in him as, like, a serious thing that could even happen. So that was interesting to think about. But also, another thing that's interesting to think about is how fucking mad Wei Wuxian makes me anyway.
He is still so fucking stupid. He's stupid for other reasons.
He's so stupid. So after saying all this, Wei Wuxian fixates on Lan Wangji's lips again.
Yeah.
Which is a totally normal thing to do. That's no homo counter one.
Yeah. And then
totally straight to just stare at your bro's lips because they're so beautiful and the words he says are so nice.
Yeah, and they were really soft when I kissed them last night.
Yeah.
Heterosexually.
A not accidental kiss.
Oh, it was a prank, my dude.
It was a prank.
Bro,
it was a social experiment.
Yeah.
Would you like to continue my 13-year-long prank of pining for you? Just for the lulz.
Pining prank gone wrong.
Pining prank gone wrong.
I have a totally cool prank. Let's go down to the courthouse and get civil married. Oh, so sick, dude.
What if we kissed outside of U-City as a prank?
Bro, we are kissing. That's all this is.
What if we got married in the cloud recesses as a prank? Bro, what if we got married as a prank, bro? Bro, what if we raised a kid
13-year time lapse.
Icing your bros, except it's kissing your bros.
Yeah.
Oh, don't kiss me, bro. Oh, don't kiss me.
God.
So we get this big paragraph where Wei Wuxian is like wondering about if,
I wonder if he's ever kissed a girl. Oh no, when he said he liked somebody, which type of like did he mean? Oh gosh, was he gonna cry? Did he cry after he kissed a girl? Did he kiss her? Oh no, why was I so mean?
These men are 35 years old.
God.
They're older than me.
I'm just like...
My old ass?
I'm in awe. I'm truly in awe. It's so funny. He's like...
Colin.
Okay, so I think it makes sense for Lan Wangji. Because Lan Wangji, the love of his life, he saw him get killed in a extrajudicial military operation.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't know if I don't know what Lan Wangji's been up to in the previous however many years long, whatever.
He could be fucking the pain away. You never know.
He could have gone on a couple of nice dates to a coffee shop or something. I don't know. It's not my business. But then, you know, Wei Wuxian comes back and he's in a new body and that's awkward and weird and he's trying to navigate all that and really, like, you know, he thought Wei Wuxian died and he's probably processing all that. So I think Lan Wangji has an excuse.
Yeah.
And then Wei Wuxian's excuse is he's not 35.
That's true. He's very young.
He's fucking 20, shot through time in a fucking brain capsule into an equally young gay man's brain.
Oh God, don't bring that up. The weird fans will come for it.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
I've been through this shit way too many times. Entirely too damn many times. I can't keep doing this.
I've been too old for this shit since I found out about it.
Anyway, regardless, this is a man in his 20s somewhere.
It makes me sigh very hard.
Yeah. And then... it's just, oh my God. But then... It's time to meet up with children.
Yeah, the little boys come a knocking, and Lan Wangji's like, "All right, go wait for us," and they get up out of there. Mm-hmm. And I like this little bit. Originally, the disciples weren't as familiar with one another. They had only visited the others during discussion conferences at their respective sects. Yeah. However, during these past few days, they've been through both the cat corpses incidents and a thrilling day at a haunted city with the others. They'd even burnt paper money, snuck liquor, argued, and cursed other people together. In summary, they already knew one another quite well.
They went to fucking Busch Gardens Howlow Scream. Why is it worded like this?
It's just teen boys having a good old time.
Yeah, they went to Busch Gardens Howlow Scream and then they got drunk together and now they're all best friends. Yes, I was 19 once too.
It's typical boy behavior.
It's just like famous movie Stand By Me. Yeah. They find some bodies. They go on an adventure. They find more bodies. I think the guys at Stand By Me only found one body. So Stand By Me and all of my bodies.
They're leaving at this crossroads, and we get a still frame on each of them showing what they did in the future.
Yeah.
This one was killed in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's funny Modal Animal House.
Yeah. God.
John Belushi does demonic cultivation.
John Belushi. Chief Cultivator John Belushi.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Bluto June.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Stupid. So the boys are best friends now. Lan Wangji. Yeah, they're discussing having a sleepover sometime in the future. Lan Wangji he's got his fucking eyes on Fairy to make sure that Fairy doesn't come after Wei Wuxian.
Oh yeah,
and this is where
Wei Wuxian's like taking the chance that Fairy was being watched by Lan Wangji. Wei Wuxian grabbed Jin Liang's shoulder, just like there's no chance though.
No,
there is no chance. Wei Ying of all people knows that nothing can escape that gaze.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows.
And if something does, then Wei Wuxian would just climb him like a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like
obviously.
a little monkey.
Yeah.
Like
a little ape.
A little spider monkey.
Somebody care him.
Somebody care him. So then we get like a little bit about how Wei Wuxian, since he has warged permanently into Mo Xuanyu,
he's a bastard child of Jin Guangshan.
He's technically Jin Liang's uncle. Which, like, kind of...
I mean, he's Jin Liang's uncle on either side.
Yeah, well, I mean...
No matter how you slice the Wei Wuxian.
It's uncles all the way down.
It's uncles
all the way down.
I mean, but this reminds me of some other hot Twitter takes that I've been seeing recently, just about, like, how families work, and how generations work, because, like, I mean, Mo Xuanyu has effectively been disowned. So that is, I'm assuming, why way earlier in the novel, he kind of is ignored when discussing which of Jin Liang's uncles is the youngest. Yeah. Which is the babiest of all uncles. And that's because, like, technically, even though Mo Xuanyu and Jin Liang are like 9 years apart in age, give or take, they're still considered part of the same generation.
Just like millennials.
Kind of, but like he's also... But Mo Xuanyu is also, like, so he's closer in age to Jin Liang, but he's also his uncle.
I think we can blame, who's oh god, Jiggis. We can blame Jiggis for this.
Oh yeah.
Because when you're functionally immortal and you won't stop fucking, what an uncle and a cousin is no longer matters. You have to do this based on time.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me of when I was in Montessori school, and it was like preschool to third grade, and there was one kid in pre-K whose uncle was in the same Montessori, and he was in first grade.
That's how it should be.
It's weird to think about.
I'm not going to ask questions on how that is true.
It's really weird to think about. I don't. Yeah. So that's.
It's like it's just like when you learn that the LMFAO guys are uncle and nephew.
That is so weird.
Every day I'm suffering.
And I think the uncle fucked the nephew over, too.
I think so, yeah.
So
something like
sucks.
that. There was some time, yeah.
Continue.
Don't you just love when Jin Liang and fucking Wei Wuxian do the SpongeBob dance together?
I love it.
Yeah, it's really good to me.
I love when they sync up with the Star Wars Cantina band. So
God.
it's really funny to me.
So, even despite all of that, Wei Wuxian still takes a high and mighty tone with them.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, I'm technically this man's uncle. Watch me." So
Stop talking back to your Jewel.
yeah.
Stop talking back to your Jewel. Listen to your Jewel.
Yeah.
And be careful. Okay? Don't try to night hunt alone, you little dingus.
And Jin Liang says, "I'm a big boy."
I'm a big boy. Why can't I do my Jewel and
My widow uncle.
my widow uncle were doing? Why can't I be a war hero?
I want to do
wonder.
Praxis.
I want to do Praxis.
I know what I need now, and it's Wei Wuxian played by Fran Drescher.
God.
Wow, the nanny.
Wow. And those heels just clopping around.
Please.
Wei Wuxian, like, and
Wow.
then, God, Wei Wuxian in his head is like, oh my fucking God, it's not the same thing.
He says kids these days don't know how hard we had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kids
literally.
these days don't know what it is to be sacrificed to a demon turtle.
Kids these days didn't have to go to re-education camps. Excuse you.
Kids these days didn't have to fight fascism with their bare, bloody hands.
You kids have it easy. You're an entitled millennial.
Yeah, I hope the next time a coup happens, it's going to be relatively non-violent. So we don't have to go through that again.
And Jin Liang is still like, I want to kill the tortoise of the water. Why can't I do it?
Even the dog Wei Ying was around 15 when he killed the tortoise of slaughter. That's like a double insult.
Yeah.
You know, because of... Funny joke because of how much he hate dog.
Yeah, funny joke because of how much he hate dog. Funny joke because he disrespect him by use baby name.
He says baby name.
He's ignoring so much respect.
It's funny and rude.
Yeah, parentheses rude.
And Wei Wuxian's like, oh, he killed it? I heard it was Han Wang too.
I could have sworn.
And Jin Liang's like, listen.
Whatever, you're gay,
what?
I don't care.
Listen, you know what? I'm gonna mind my business. But let me not mind my business for a minute. And just tell you what the fuck I think about it. He's like, listen, you're gay, I don't care. I think it's wrong, but you can do whatever you want.
Just don't bring it to my sects.
Yeah.
Just don't bring it to my sex. Be polite. Don't go hootering around with other dudes.
Yeah. Be a good gay.
Okay, that's like fucking literally what he says. Be a modest one.
Be a good gay. I'm so mad. This child.
And Wei Wuxian's like, what the fuck? As if I would ever cheat on a man like Han Wang Jun.
Excuse me.
You must have me fucked up with somebody who doesn't realize how lucky they are to have him.
Excusey.
God, I just, like, I don't know, dude. I just don't. Jin Liang here is especially intolerable. It's like, how hard would it be to just be like, okay, whatever. I do love him, but sometimes I just want to, like, take him by the cheeks, like, pinch him and just, like, shake him and just be like, be nice! You know, please be nice! God.
So
It's
he...
fucking wooed.
Yeah.
And so Jin Liang's like, Wei Wuxian then,
He's like, well, what's the big deal about him tying me up with his forehead ribbon and carrying me around like I'm his prey?
and Jin Liang's like, act like you know. Who cares? Don't you already know? Like, I don't want to talk about this. Are you Wei Ying?
Kids just say the darndest things,
Kids
don't
say
they?
the darndest thing. Like, that's quite a pivot. And Wei Wuxian's like, do you think that we are alike? Like, and in what way was that supposed to dissuade Jin Liang? In what way? Like, I'm waiting for a reason why he thought that was the 100% best thing to say.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure he could have just said no, and he would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, would it have been that hard?
Yeah, because it's Wei Ying, and he's fucking like this. And then Jin Leon says, well, it's time for the dog. So he whistles and Fairy comes over, and Wei Wuxian gets scared. And Jin Leon huffs away because he's rude. But he, like, goes towards Lan Ling because he's too scared to go to Yunmeng and face Juju, which is hilarious.
And so now it's just Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji and their
little baby Lan babies.
Their trail of Lan ducklings.
Yeah, they're little duckies.
Yeah. And the kids are like, the kids really don't want to leave their cool surrogate dads. And so they're like, so where to next, guys?
Where to next? And they say, we want to go see our third dad.
Yeah, Lan Wangji's like, it's time to see the man.
The man. It's time to see Uncle Zawujun.
It's time to see Unky Zawujun. And the kids are like, yeah, woo, all right. And so they
decide to go meet up with him because he's just vibing in Tanzhou. He's getting that good stuff.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, so we're gonna go there. That's cool. Hopefully we can help him. And I mean, we're looking for the head anyway. He's a typical man, just kind of always thinking about head.
Fuck off.
Horrible. Always thinking about head. And so they...
Remember how they have an entire dismembered body except for the head just in a bag?
Just fucking violent.
Remember how that's the plot?
Yeah.
I got a body in a bag. It's in pieces. It's in a bag. It's useless. It's in a bag till I get the head. That will probably be in a bag. It's in a bag. It's in a bag.
Finally, somebody let me out of my bag.
Time for me means nothing because I'm counting no bags. Fucking.
So Lan Wangji says, Zhang Cheng knows who you are,
Yeah, Zhang Cheng knows what's up. And he's like, okay, well, I'd like to see him fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Like,
good for him. See if I care.
Yeah, like, what can he do? He doesn't have any evidence. And I just, like...
on Judy, like...
the fucking genius's way is revealing your identity blatantly, but untraceably.
Yeah. And this is, like, possibly the funniest shit in the world to me. I don't know why. But this is so fucking funny. So he's thinking about, like, the only... He's figuring that, like, the only way Zhang Cheng could have, like... data mined him and found the code that proves he's Wei Wuxian is that, like, he's scared of dogs. So it says, first, Zhang Cheng had never told anyone that Wei Wuxian was afraid of dogs. Second, only those familiar with him would be able to judge things based on reactions and expressions, since there couldn't be any conclusive proof. Even if Zhang Cheng finally chose to stick flyers that said the Yiling Patriarch Wei Wuxian was scared of dogs everywhere he could, everyone would probably still believe that the Sandu Shengshou had finally become crazy after searching for the Yiling Patriarch so many times and failing every attempt.
It's like it's the fucking perfect setup.
It's perfect.
It's like something straight out of Hannibal, bro.
It's so fucking, this is my design.
Yeah.
This is my design.
And it's a poster that with Wei Wuxian's face on it, and it says, "This man is scared of dogs. Bring him to me dead."
Wei Wuxian, who committed the crime, standing in the middle of the crime scene. His eyes pop open. This is my design. There you go.
Him running away from a dog and saying, "This is my design."
This is my design.
Oh
God. So he's like, yeah, that had never happened. And Wei Wuxian's like, all right, so I'm still curious, dude. Like, how did you recognize me? And Lan Wangji does not hesitate. He does not hesitate. He's also, I'm also curious, why is your memory so bad?
Sick burn.
He fucking, wow. He went there.
Sick fucking burn.
And I felt it in my chest. He fucking did that, and Wei Wuxian has nothing to say to
that shuts him up. We don't even get, like, a dialogue tag or anything. It's just fucking done.
No, it just cuts to Tanzhou.
Yeah.
Headshot.
It's really good.
I can't believe Lan Wangji just killed Wei Wuxian.
So they pull up on this majestic yet completely dead garden, and the kids are all excited for some reason because I guess they're together. They're just kind of feeding off each other's vibes, and they're just really excited.
When you get to hang out with like your cool older brother for a while.
Yeah, they're high on life.
Yeah.
So they're in this garden, and Sishui is the one that knows anything about it because he's the only one that ever knows anything.
And Jingy immediately, so Seashore's like, oh, hey, this is the damsel of the annual blossoms' crib, isn't it?
And Jingy's like, this place sucks. Who cares?
He's like, what? Who owns the garden? Why is it so gross in here? Like, it looks like nobody's been in here in a really long time. Like, it's really nasty.
Gross.
I don't even know why his chatterbox ass is so fucking funny to me and, like, so endearing. Good. He's so good. I love you, Longy. He's
so good. He's just like one of the characters that he's one of those characters that I don't when I'm not reading it, I don't think about him super a whole lot.
No.
But then when I am reading him, he's just so enjoyable. He's so much fun.
He provides so much levity for what can otherwise be like a pretty gloomy.
Mm-hmm. Because he's just a boy.
No, he's just a little dude.
He's just a little dude.
He's ready to yell about, hey, this garden sucks.
Yeah.
I want to pull my sword out. Let's go look at that dead body. He's just,
He's ready to yell about fucking anything.
Yeah, he's ready to fucking
so
go.
Good.
He's just good.
He's found the way.
He's found the way. He's found the genius's way.
Oh, God. And so Lon Seashoy's like, oh, yeah, it's the cool, the blossoming, it was in a book.
Yeah, I found it in a book.
The blossoming spirit of the florist damsel.
Yeah, it was in a book that I read, which is the only place that you learn things in.
Yes.
And he tells this story about, there's this lady, this magic lady, and if you go into the garden and say some poetry and it's good, she gives you a fancy flower, and if it sounds bad, then she pocket flowers you, and says, get that shit out of my face, and then disappears. But either way... nobody's ever seen her face.
Except for one man. Can y'all guess which man it is?
Is it perhaps one Wayne Wuxian?
It's Wayne Wuxian!
The Yelling Patriarch.
The Yelling Patriarch. I do want to say, though, I want, a TV singing competition with this premise. Just like if you suck, she just fucking kicks you out of the entire building.
Yeah.
She boots you out herself.
She throws a bouquet of flowers at your face and says, get the out of my house.
Yeah.
Get up out.
Here, thanks for trying. Get the fuck out.
Also,
sounds like shit. Hate it.
Also, the flowers are soaked with chloroform.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just die. Chingy's like, I hope the flowers didn't have thorns. That would suck.
Yeah, because my face would start bleeding immediately. He's a sweet angel.
I'm shit at this.
Haha, I'm bad at poetry. You'll get better eventually, baby.
He's
or,
so
I mean, don't and focus on...
Yeah, or don't and chase your passion.
Yeah. Don't and chase your passion, which is... I don't...
Get rid of Fortnite, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time
Cultivate the Tao of Fortnite. Go for it.
Yeah. The Tao of Fortnite. And he's like, what kind of fairy was she? And Lon Seashore's like, I'm not quite. She seemed more like a spirit, I think. And
she just came to be after the guy who planted this garden did poetry a lot here. And then Wei Wuxian's like, you didn't hear that in a Gusu library book. You bad boy. Fess up.
And Seashoy, looks busted.
Yeah.
And
he does guilty boy face in Lan Wangji's direction. He's like...
And Jingy comes in clutch, maybe unintentionally, and he's like, "Hey, is she really pretty? Why else would people show up?
Is she hot? Yeah, is she hot? Because he's 16.
Yeah.
And Lan Wangji's just kind of being chill. So Seashoy's like, I don't know, probably. And this is where we find out that supposedly the Yelling Patriarch is the only person who's ever seen her face.
And fucking, he says, however, one person was the exception. And another boy asked, who? And Wei Wuxian let out a light cough. Can he please try for 1 minute to pretend like he's anyone other than Wei Wuxian?
No.
That's fair.
Why would he do that?
I don't understand. Well, it's probably really... impossible to act like anything other than what he is.
It's sadly a symptom of a very chronic condition that he has called messy bitch disease.
It's messy bitch disease. You go to WebMD, you type in the symptom of being messy bitch, and your results come back and say, I'm sorry, you've been diagnosed with messy bitch.
You've tested positive for messy bitch disease time.
Messy bitch disease.
I'm sorry about it.
And you're going to die of it.
And Wei Wuxian's like, hey, can we, like, not talk about this? Can we talk about something else? And Jingy's like, shut the fuck up. What did Wei Wuxian do? Tell me what Wei Wuxian did. Like, Jingy in this chapter.
He's so good. There's something he does later on that I just said, oh my god, he's so good.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Wei Wuxian is like, oh god, I'm so tired of hearing about me. Like, he's living the opposite of that tweet that's like, I was in my car earlier and now I'm in my bed. My life really do be like a movie. And I'm sick of doing all this badass shit that everybody talks about. So Jingy's like, I want to hear the shit. I want to hear the shit. Give me the tea. And Sishui gives him the alleged story of what happened, which is basically just Wei Wuxian was annoying.
Wei Wuxian having a lot of spare fucking time.
Yeah, and being annoying and coming back and doing the same shit over and over and over again, hoping for different results.
Listen, he really needed to see what she looked like so he could figure out what her makeup routine was.
Yeah, he needs to hook them Wei Sect recruits somehow, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just, like, when did he have time for this shit?
Of course not. Of course
when
he didn't.
did he have time for this?
Well, we are theoretically, like, close to Yunmeng, right? Because, like...
No.
Well, because I thought...
Or no, are we?
Yeah, I thought a little boy was like, I could either go to Juju or I could go someplace else, and I'm not going to go to Juju because I'm terrified of him.
Well,
I mean,
shoot,
they
I don't
travel
remember.
on swords, so that probably has no bearing. It just depends on which direction.
Yeah, well, the thing about Jinliang going to wherever he was going is that Lanling and Yunmeng are pretty far apart.
Okay.
But I don't fucking remember where...
More importantly,
whatever.
Like,
well, no. You know what? Somebody made a big map. I just remembered this, and I gotta pull it up because we have a location there. Tanjo,
do it. Pull it up.
Well,
I'm looking.
While you're pulling that up, I will say that what we know about Wei Wuxian is when he wasn't at Gusulan and when he wasn't in the re-education camp, literally all he did was just hang out on the river all day. So yeah, he probably had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't the Yiling Patriarch then, though.
Yeah.
But he's just...
Was he actually the Yiling Patriarch when he was doing this bullshit, though?
Well, we don't know if he actually did this. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that the implication is that this is just people are just talking bullshit and, you know, saying, oh, he did this because he's Big Bad Man. He's the bastard of the world. But I mean, the more important thing I think with this is that this is exactly what he did to Lan Wangji when they were in Gusu. Yeah. It's just the same shit, just him being fucking annoying and stupid, being a bother. Where the hell is this map? There it is, okay. So, they're in Tanjo. Okay, they are... Okay, yeah, they're definitely closer to Yunmeng. They're, like, southwest of Yunmeng. And Lanling is very far away, so...
Okay, alright.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where they are, and I forget why we were talking about that.
Just want to figure out where, whether Wei Wuxian would have had time to sneak over here while he was messing around in Yunmeng.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Because he would have been Mr. Yiling at this point. Mr. Worldwide Yiling.
Yeah, Mr.
Patriarch.
Worldwide.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Yuling's pretty close to Yunmeng. Whatever. This who fucking cares? It's all fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Chinese vampire times.
It's ancient Chinese vampire times.
He came to the garden, he annoyed a spirit until he just got thrown out so much that they just she left.
Yeah.
She moved.
Yeah. And
she got out.
Yeah, and all the boys are like, what a fucking annoying idiot.
Yeah. And they're not wrong in the least.
They're not.
Thing.
And dipshit Wei Wuxian is like, who here hasn't? Glass houses, idiots.
Yeah, it was, and somebody wrote it down in a book, so that's a little bit more boring than actually doing it.
So take that up with God.
And fucking, he looks over at Lan Wangji, and Lan Wangji is, like, laughing at him with his eyes.
He's got the smize. He's got the smaff.
Wei Ying is getting better at reading old boys' micro-expressions.
Yeah. He's like, Lan Wangji is like, come the fuck on. You did this to me and you know it, you idiot. And he's like, shut up. What if a Wangji hears? And,
God.
He's like, I'll tell him about you being stupid when you were a teenager.
It's like you damn kids. You're so focused on slacking off. You should be studying cultivation. Come on. Stop talking about Wei Wuxian.
And then this is where we learn that
he might be here and he might have feelings that are getting hurt.
Oh.
Wei Wuxian doesn't have feelings.
You know, that's Wei Wuxian having feelings. Not the Yiling patriarch.
Certainly doesn't have feelings for Lan Wangji.
No, not at all.
This is where we learn that the Lan sect has their punishment handstands. This is why they get buff arms.
Jesus.
Because they're like, because Wei Wuxian is like, you should go copy the sect rules 10 times. And they're like, well, doing the handstand? And Wei Wuxian is like, excuse me?
Lan Wangji's like, yup.
Yep. Yeah, we do that. How else do you think I got like this?
Yeah. Lan Wangji's like, oh God, what did he say? Fucking.
He says it's good
Lan Wangji tries to, because Wei Wuxian tries to ignore it later. He's like, handstands not only guaranteed. There would always be someone who did not learn their lessons by simply copying the sect rules. And Wei Wuxian, like, pretends not to hear it.
I simply choose not to hear it.
I hate him.
I do not see it. I am not looking.
I do not see it. I am not looking.
No. So they decide they're going to spend the night here.
They're going to have a sleepover.
Yeah, and they're sitting by the fire. They're doing ghost stories. They're roasting marshmallows. Lan Wangji's out being the only adult here. And Wei Wuxian just says, all right, so what's up with the ribbons? And everyone says,
Are you serious?
That's not for polite company. We don't talk about that.
He's like about lingerie, just around the campfire with your best bros.
Yeah, Monsie's was like, are you serious?
Are you fucking serious?
Like, yeah, I'm serious, dude. Why would do I look like a non-serious person?
Do I look like somebody who does jokes?
Listen, do I look like a goofy bitch to you? I don't, right?
Is this the face of a goof?
Is this the face of a funny bitch? It's not!
What color is my nose? Is it red? No! Is it round? No! So tell me. And this is where I wrote down Jingyi rules, is just, he's like, because Wei Wuxian is like, if I didn't know, why would I ask? Am I that bored? And Jingyi's like, yeah, you tricked us in order to look at a scary ghost.
Wei Wuxian's like,
I was doing lessons!
Well, you were getting out of your comfort zone, okay? Like, if you listen to me, you'll really benefit from it, all right? And I just really need him to stop lying to the children. He needs to stop lying to the children. The only thing his advice is good for is entertainment, and also actual education looking back on it.
Yeah. As it happens.
But like, as it's happening...
You know.
As it's happening, it's complete nonsense. And they're having a great time. And then it's one of those things where you're like lying in bed afterwards and you're like, wow, I learned a really valuable lesson today.
And so then this is where we learn that the forehead ribbon is their compulsory incel ribbon.
Yeah, basically,
it keeps them volcel.
It's like you can only let go of all of the shit when you're with your chosen one,
your souled mate,
your souled mate.
Your dad gives you the promise ring and takes you to the dad cultivator dance. And
Monsie says it's
he says it's
It's special and it's really personal. It's like giving somebody your fucking wedding garter.
Basically, you know? Yeah. It's our, you don't look at our forehead tans. That's our private tans. That's our private forehead.
Sorry, private tans.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, I got a cup.
No. It's my cranial private cup.
My private cups.
And so Wei Wuxian hears this explanation, which I'm going to go over because I think it's pretty important.
Yeah.
So Sishui says, and the founder of the Gusulan sect, Lan An, had said that one can only let go of all regulations when they are with the one they love and cherish. So the message that has been passed down through the generations is that Our sect's forehead ribbon is a special object that is very, very personal and sensitive. One cannot easily give another permission to touch it, one cannot take it off as they please, and one absolutely cannot tie it on someone else. It is prohibited. That is, unless you're doing a funny BDSM in front of children.
And it says he didn't need to finish his sentence, and Wei Wuxian's like, oh my friggin' god. Wow, I really jerked that up, didn't I? Oh, boy, no!
Oh, Wangji, we're really in it this time.
He says, what in the world have I done?
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean, you?
He gets up and starts pacing, and he's like, oh, no. Oh, crap.
You weren't the one who did funny BDSM with your own wedding garter.
Yeah,
God.
you know, fucking Lan Wangji whipped it out and, you know, gave it to Wei Wuxian and told him to wear it like a jockstrap, basically.
Wow. God almighty. And then he flashes back.
He has war flashbacks.
He has war flashbacks to when he touched the forehead ribbon again.
Yeah. And the Donghua staff read the next, 3 pages and said, let's make an entire episode out of this.
And I'm glad for it.
I'm very glad for it, because that's probably my favorite episode.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
It rules.
It's like, on one hand, I appreciate, how the novel, does flashbacks to keep kind of, keep this previous time as a thing they can continually reference.
Yeah.
But also, sometimes you are a dumb idiot that would like things spoon-fed to you chronologically as they happen.
And fucking, it flashes back to, it's like a year after Wei Wuxian has been mercilessly kicked out of the cloud recesses.
Yeah.
It's a freaking cultivation conference.
Yeah. It's Party at the Wind sect. And they're gonna be there for a week, and they're doing archery. And the rules of this, who fucking cares? It doesn't matter.
They're doing contests.
They're doing contests.
They're sects and they're doing contests.
We have all seen the Donghua.
We've all seen- yeah,
we
we've
know they
already-
play laser tag with the ghost paper.
Yeah.
They play laser tag with the ghost paper.
And everybody has to wear red and gold, and they all look good in it, but hey, Wei Wuxian notices that
certain
Lan
boy.
Wangji looks especially handsome.
Well-
literally on him, it looked exceptionally good.
He doesn't realize it's Lan Wangji at first.
He
and
doesn't because he's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, he looks at this dude, and his fucking jaw drops out, and his tongue rolls out of his mouth like a carpet.
Oh,
Yeah, he says homina homina, and steam comes out of his ears and his eyes bug out. He fucking cannot believe how hot this dude is.
Yeah, I mean,
then
Lan Wangji rolls up in a red hoodie, and we all go crazy.
He's got a fake cigarette in his mouth.
it's a metaphor.
The thing that drives me crazy about this is the style of robe they're talking about is the super simple, unadorned, just boat neck tunic.
Yeah. Yep.
But he rocks it.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian makes sure to notice that he rocks it.
So he's fucking panting like a dog, and it starts out
It's so funny because the text really leans into him thinking Lan Wangji is the hottest fucking shit
He can't
in the world.
fucking believe.
This is this is their first meeting after he gets kicked out of Gusu, and Wei Wuxian is continuously just viewing him in this incredibly homoerotic lens, the consistency.
Boner City, baby.
Boner City, baby.
It's the start of this paragraph where he sees him is he's sleepy because the morning's been all debates and it's boring, and then the best part of waking up apparently is Wangji in your cup because now he's awake.
Yeah.
And he can't believe how hot he is, and he's like, "Oh, it's Wangji. What's up?" He's so stupid.
He has to think for a little while. He has to think about who this dude is. I cannot believe.
Because all his blood went to his dick.
He forgot about the havoc he wreaked on this poor boy's life for months. Because all of his blood was in his pee-pee.
Well, it's back there.
That's what happens when your blood rushes into your pee-pee.
Your pee-pee.
And all the blood. And you just explode.
So fucking stupid. I kind of wish they had put them in these cool robes, these cool plain robes in the Donghua. But I also understand why they didn't, and that's because everybody I have met needs them to be color coordinated so that they know who they are.
Yeah, no, this was what, episode 5 or 6 or something?
8.
Yeah, 8?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't know who he was if he wasn't.
So Wei Wuxian is having boner, and he decides he's gonna be annoying, like he always does, because any opportunity to say I'm going to be annoying, he says I'm going to be annoying.
So he's like, "Oh, hey, bro."
Yeah, and he yells at him, and then John Chung is like,
him.
"Yeah." John Chung is like, "You fucking idiot." And they like
Wei Wuxian like
or they go into like
sneaks over to the entrance of the Gusu Lawn sect's representatives, because they all have different little spots that they're entering the arena from. Mm-hmm. And he sneaks over and he like blocks Lan Wangji from entering onto the field just to be annoying.
Yeah.
And they spend like a couple minutes at an impasse. And finally Lan Wangji gets tired of pretending that Wei Wuxian doesn't exist. Yeah. He's like, excuse me.
Can you fucking move, please?
Wei Wuxian's like, oh, so you're actually gonna talk to me now? Cool.
Yeah. Idiot.
He's like, were you pretending that you didn't know me or that you didn't hear me? I'm like, I can't really blame Lan Wangji, because it's not like he knows how to handle himself around Wei Wuxian, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
he's never had a crush before.
And Lan Wangji's just like, excuse me.
Yeah, I want to go. I'd like to get by, please. And he pulls out a taser gun and electrocutes him.
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian always has to have the last goof, so he's like, as Lan Wangji's leaving, he's like, oh, your forehead ribbon's crooked, buddy.
Yeah, but he's lying and he epically trolls him.
He's lying, he epically trolls him. Lan Wangji?
Yeah.
Wow. Lan Wangji reaches up and feels for his forehead ribbon, and he can know by extrasensory perception that it's not crooked.
Yeah, that it's a lie, and he grunt at him, and he mad.
He glare at him.
So archery happens. Later on, Wei Wuxian feels a very soft thing, and he realizes that it's Lan Wangji walking by him.
Yeah.
And he gets tickled.
He gets a tickle. He takes a tickle of him.
From the forehead ribbon, it's gently caressing his face, and I do wonder if that means anything.
I wonder if it means anything.
It could be themes.
It could be themes.
It
could be evidence.
Yeah,
might have evidence of themes.
It could be gay.
And
let's not go that far.
Yeah, okay.
Homoerotic, all right. Yeah. Subtext only.
Yeah.
So this time he notices that actually, as it happens, his forehead ribbon really is crooked, but unfortunately, Lan Wangji or Wei Wuxian has lost the trust of this man.
Yeah, he's already been bitten once. Yeah. Or, 16 times. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, no, for real. Here, let me fix it. And he reaches up to fix it, and he yanks the fucking thing off.
Yeah.
And Lan Wangji is the angriest.
He's so mad.
The angriest little man.
He is so mad.
His crush just pantsed him at the pool.
He was mad.
It's just his crush just pantsed him in the pool. And I just wanted to, it kind of hit me reading halfway through this little flashback. Wei, I have a terrible memory. Wuxian who? Who? He's flashing back to this with absolute crystal clear memory. Who? And yet, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up to me, love. But anyway.
He's simply done so much tomfoolery. How can he possibly remember it all?
What does he do that isn't tomfoolery? His name is Thomas Foolery. We get this line where he reaches out to grab the ribbon, and we get this line that says, in the past he made a habit of pulling on the Yunmon girl's braids. Whenever he touched a strip-like object, he'd have the urge to tug it. Like he's a fucking cat.
God.
You're a fucking person and you do this.
He tugged it.
Oh, I'm sure when he grabs a thing, he wants to tug on it. You know what I'm saying?
And so, Wei Wuxian, squeezes the forehead ribbon, and Lan Wangji gets even angrier.
He's so mad.
He's just mad as fuck, dude. He's so angry that Wei Wuxian dared to do this. It's like pantsing him in public.
He goes sicko mode.
He's so angry. doesn't he snap the fucking bow in half in the Donghua?
Yeah.
Or am I? He does. He does. I don't think he does it in the book.
He gets a big hand vein.
Yeah.
He gets really mad.
He gets Jojo Black Eyes.
And he sees...
He's definitely saying go, 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 go.
Oh, yeah. And Wei Wuxian squeezes it, and Lan Wangji, like, has enough and, like, snatches it back real quick. And a bunch of the Lans, like, gather around Lan Wangji, and they're, like, placating him.
They're like, oh, bro, nobody saw. Don't worry, bro.
It's like, hey, bro, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's like...
Nobody's gonna see you or judge you any differently for it, okay, bro? We're all here for you.
Yeah, and it's like from an outsider's perspective, like, it is really easy to look at this and be like, oh my god, calm down, you weirdos, but, like, to them, like, think about it, it's, like, perfectly reasonable for them to be treating this as this huge violation of personal autonomy, and, like, even, I think it's the very next page, it's, Wei Wuxian is thinking about literally, that this ribbon was taken off, quote-unquote, by a brat without any consent.
Wow.
So it's like...
Yeah.
He's learning many lessons today.
It's just it's the shit it's the tradition that they were brought up with.
Mm-hmm.
So of course it's going to mean a lot to them, and it might seem ridiculous to an outsider, but it's still something that is incredibly important to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it couldn't have made Lan Wangji that mad because Lan Wangji did literally tie Wei Wuxian up with it last night.
He did do that.
Yeah, that whole thing.
He did do that. He's come around.
And so Zhang Cheng's like, man, what the fuck did you do? Your day just won't be complete unless you dig your own grave at least once, huh?
Your day just won't be complete unless you dig.
Unless you dig.
Mr. Dirt Boy.
Dirt Boy.
Dirt Boy. And Wei Wuxian's like, I just did a funny ribbon joke. Who cares?
I, like, fixed his ribbon for him. Or, like, I tried to, and it came off. And then he got all mad because he didn't believe that I was just trying to fix it for him. And it's like, I mean, why is he so mad at me?
And Zhang Cheng is like, it's because he hates you, stupid. And it's like, Zhang Cheng, we get on Wei Ying for being stupid a lot, but Zhang Cheng is also stupid.
Yeah, their intelligence does not complement each other. Because it's like, they're fairly intelligent people when they're not in each other's sphere of influence, but the minute they get together, it just negates any brain cells that were once there.
Yeah.
On one hand, Zhang Cheng is right. Lan Wangji probably does hate Wei Wuxian at this point in his life.
Oh, sure!
On the other hand, like, fucking, how much longer was Zhang Cheng at the Gusu Lan school before he then just graduated and went home? You think he would have found out what the fuck the ribbon is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe he never asked. Because there are some things that are just so weird, you just don't want to ask about them.
He's staying in his lane. He's, like, pretending to not be in love with Nie Huai-song.
Yeah. He's got his own shit going on. He was there for like 9 months.
Yeah.
After Wei Ying left. He had his own shit.
The only shit he needs to worry about is what perfume Nie Huai-song uses.
He's busy in his room kissing his hand.
Yeah.
Just to practice.
One funny thing in the last part of this page.
Just writing Nie Chang in his...
God. That's his given name. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Zhang Huai-song.
Yeah.
That's got a ring to it.
That's got a ring to it.
Zhang Huai-song. One of the last lines in this page is, in the beginning, he actually did doubt that the forehead ribbon held a special meaning to the Long Clan. And I'm fucking screaming at Wei Ying, just thinking Lan Wangji's like an especially neurotic weirdo who's obsessed with his forehead ribbon, and people just go along with it. Like, is that really what he thought in the beginning? Like, oh god, who gets that upset over a strip of cloth? That dude has problems. And we all have problems, Wei Wuxian. It's called being a human being, and we take care of each other. So you need to be a little more understanding.
Just saying.
But fucking anyway.
We snap back to the present, and Wei Wuxian is like, oh my god, what did I do? Oh my god, what did I do? Oh
the
my
worst
God.
kind of brain blast.
Yeah, and he's just like pacing around, and Jingy's like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?"
Did he eat too much?
Like,
And another kid's
is
like,
he okay?
he's like switching between red and green. It's looking like Christmas in here.
I think he's dying. And then
He's dying.
this other kid is like, "Oh, look at him, he's excited. He's in love with Hogwarts, dude. It's really cute."
I love these children so much.
They're
Yeah.
so stupid.
They're just fine. He's gay. Keep scrolling. It's fine.
Yeah, he keeps scrolling.
And Wei Wuxian paces for, about 50 more times, and then he's like, oh my god.
He literally, hearing that last sentence, he was between laughter and tears. Literally, he's mood emoji.
He's mood emoji, that's fucking it. And then somebody starts coming up behind him, and he's like, oh, Wongy's back.
Wongy back.
Wongy back, and he turns around, and I just imagine like this big bright smile on his face, and then it just kind of like immediately drops. Because right there
The biggest
is the
most
biggest
headless man.
the biggest man that's ever existed.
The headless man.
The headless man, and it's so cool and fun that he would decide to come to animation and grace us with his presence here in the presence of Zolujun, who I'm sure doesn't have anything to do with it. He doesn't have anything to do with the corpse.
No, we haven't even seen him yet. It's fine.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I think
Why
so.
is
It's
a
gonna be
big
fun.
headless corpse here? It's the big mystery. I'm hooked.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I wonder where the big headless corpse came from. So that's chapter.
I wonder who the big headless corpse is. Who
I
knows?
wonder
That's
if we're
Shifter.
going to find out who the big headless corpse is soon.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out next week when we read the tiny baby chapter of chapter 46, which is part 1 of the Guile arc.
Ooh, Guile?
Oh, like
Guile?
from Street Fighter?
Yeah, we're going to read the Street Fighter arc.
Guile?
Guile.
Guile?
Gweely, and then and we're only gonna read that chapter because right after that is the very big chapter 47 and episode 50.
Yeah.
Chapter 47 is a big old boy. Big old boy. So I'm not gonna combine that with any other chapters. We're just gonna read a little baby chapter next
thickums.
week. Yeah, thickums. But before we do anything with any future episodes, I think we should do some Google Translate Essence Collection.
Oh.
Yeah, I think let's fuck with that.
Yeah, so
The Google
is-
Translate Essence collection.
Yeah, and this is a special occasion because, Colin, you were the very first guest we ever had on a Google Translate Essence Collection.
Oh boy.
Memories.
Yeah.
I believe you were on the second ever reading from one of these.
Ooh.
You were on the Voldemort hole, I remember that.
Oh, the Voldemort
Yeah.
War. I
Yeah.
remember Voldemort War. Yeah.
But when I think of Colin, one of the things I think of is games.
Jesus.
Yeah, we love the game.
So I decided to
they
do
do
something a
love
little fun and different this time.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a game. So, Roy's be on Pinterest.
Yeah.
I find Modow things on Pinterest. Pinterest is actually how I found Modow.
Yeah.
And so today all of our selections are comments from Pinterest.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the usual shit. I'm gonna give you what language it's translated from, and we'll read it. And I want y'all to guess who the comment is about.
Okay.
So these are all pictures from like official art and fan art. I'm gonna text these to y'all.
So you want us to guess who the comments are about?
Yeah, like
Okay.
who is this comment talking about? So this first one, the first two are from Spanish.
Okay, cool.
So here's this first one, and either of y'all can read this.
Do you want to take this one or shall I?
I think you should go right ahead. I think you should go ahead.
Wow, this guy heats up more than an oven.
I think it's about Zhongcheng.
Yeah, it's gotta be about Chongqing.
You are correct! Ding, 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 ding.
Well, it's the Zhongcheng likers.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You know what? You're tuned
Listen,
into the frequency.
He does get mad and red online.
He gets red and purple and mad online.
Yeah.
So like I said, this next one is also from Spanish. Ray, I guess if we go back and forth, this is going to be yours. If you
Sure. The more he grows, the more clothes he puts on. Oh, I think I know who this is about.
I think this is Wei Wuxian.
I think it's about Jiggy.
Ooh.
Both of you are incorrect.
Oh.
What?
This one is about Lan Wangji.
The more he grows, the more... Oh, you know what? They're pretty right, because he gets an extra layer.
This was the kind of side-by-side comparison of baby him, and then teenage him, and then adult him, and then Donghua.
Yeah, he does get those big fucking pop collars when he grows up, too.
Yeah, he gets cool over robe.
He gets bigger and wider and huger and larger.
As you should.
So, Colin, you're going to take this next one, and this one is from Portuguese.
Ooh.
And don't let this one stray you in the direction you might want it to.
Very beautiful, my father shines so much that he blinds.
I think it's about Wei Wuxian. Or Nie Huaisong.
Very beautiful, my father shines so much that he blinds.
Because I'm trying not to be misled by the father.
I think it's about Nie Mingjue, because he's daddy.
What's your final?
I said either Nie Huaisong or Wei Wuxian. I can't decide.
All three of you are wrong.
Fuck!
It's Wan Shichen.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That makes a lot of sense.
Listen, does he not shine so much that he blinds?
He does.
He does.
Just saying.
He's radiant.
So this next one, Ray, this one's yours. This one's from Korean.
Great.
This is the longest one that I have.
Cool.
And this one is about a very specific moment in this character's history. It's a view of them that we get a couple of times in the Donghua. I'm giving you some hints because it's very specific.
Okay.
So I want you to think of just like this reaction to as many characters as you can think of in as many forms as you can think of them.
Jesus, okay.
So here we go. It also has your catchphrase in it, so...
Oh my god. You know?
Ooh.
Alas. No. Sorry to let the atmosphere blur. I mean, you know? That's it. A little bit... Oh. One... Oh, I'm not... Oh. You're handsome. Jesus.
This is a tough one. I will let you ask for a further hint. Because this one's a tough one.
Is it concerning a little yellow man?
It is concerning a little yellow man.
I think it's about Jiggy.
I'm gonna go with Nie Mingjue. I cannot talk tonight. Nie Mingjue.
He's a little yellow man? When I think of a little yellow man...
He's related to a little yellow man.
He's divorced from a little yellow man.
I keep accidentally putting myself in the idea. I know that these are real people leaving these comments, but I keep automatically getting in the mindset of like, oh, what character is leaving this comment? Oh, then they're leaving about this. I don't know who the fuck it is.
Unfortunately, both of y'all are wrong again, but Ray, you were close. This is about baby Jin Liang.
Baby Jin Liang?
Remember when he looked like Bobby Hill?
Oh my god! That's my sword, I don't know you.
So this...
Wow. What a riveting game. Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah, I've got 3 more, actually.
Okay.
We have 3 more?
Yeah. Colin, this one's back to you. This one's from Ty. And I want y'all to... This one... Just kind of go with this one.
Why the fuck, Mom, huh? Really cute. Change mood in action.
Why fuck the mom? Why the... Wait.
Why fuck the mom?
I didn't... Oh, God, my brain did not want to say that, I guess. Why fuck the mom, huh? Really cute. Change mood in action. Jesus.
Why fuck the mom, huh?
Change mood in action?
Change mood. Mood's capitalized. Very important. In action.
I guess it's about Zhang Yanli?
Why fuck the mom,
huh? I don't know.
I will let you ask for a hint.
Yeah, give us a hint.
Give me something to go with.
Color. It's very simple. There are 5 colors you can choose.
You would think. not a color they started out with.
Is it Myan Myan?
So Wei Wuxian.
Ray's correct.
Wei Wuxian?
We got thrown off by the mom comment.
Listen, is Ewing Patriarch not a MILF?
Yeah, he's a MILF.
I mean... okay.
Change mood and action just means give him medication for depression.
Yeah. Alright. Second to last one. I think we've got 2 points Fallon, 1 point Colin. So this one is from, so these last two are both from Vietnamese.
Alright.
Going back to Fallon for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
And this one...
Upset high in the upper, rolling, laughing, crying emoji, rolling, laughing, crying emoji, rolling, laughing, crying emoji.
Upsoot high in the upper.
Here's my hint for this one. This is somebody that I know Ray at least has guessed before. I don't remember if you've guessed them.
Okay.
Jakey.
Nie Huaisong.
Fallon, you were correct again.
I'm correct again! Yep. Jesus.
Upsoot high in the upper. Specifically, this is the picture of Zhu Zhenjin where he's, like, got his leg up against a tree and he's, like, doing a stretch.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, he's doing splits on trees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bendy boy.
He's a bendy
I don't know if you've
boy.
seen him, but he a bendy boy.
That shit's...
Listen, he was in 5 seconds of the Donghua.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's about to be in quite a few seconds more if I have anything to say about it.
Alright, here's the last one. And once again, this is from Vietnamese. This one's kind of a wild card.
Okay.
Okay. He is one crazy motherfucker, but temporary. I ignored the beautiful sun. This is of he. Smiley face.
Shui Yang.
I'm gonna restate wild card.
He is one crazy motherfucker, but temporary. I ignored the beautiful sun. This of he. Smiley face.
Nie Huaisong?
That's what I'm going with too, Nie Huaisong. He is one crazy motherfucker. Look at him and tell me he's not.
He a little crazy. Damn it.
This is Jiggis.
Oh my god! The beautiful sun.
The beautiful sun, this of he, smiley face.
Wow. Okay. Fucking fine.
Temporary I ignored.
Temporary I ignored. Temporary I ignored.
The only consistent defense of him I ever hear is...
Here's the thing. I did not temporary I ignored. I have wholly ignored him.
Yeah, I've permanently
That's the correct
ignored
thing to
him.
do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love a game. But yeah, so...
Very good game, Roy.
It's good, I like it. So before we get into questions, which is what we usually do next,
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate our bonus Q&A episode announcement thing.
Yeah.
We have episode 50 coming up, so we're going to do a little bonus Q&A episode. It'll go up sometime the same week as regular episode 50. Send us some questions. We've been getting quite a few. They can be about whatever. If you have a question you'd like to send in for the Q&A episode, please either email it to cloudrecessespod@gmail.com with the subject line Q&A, or send us an ask on Tumblr with Q&A at the start of the ask, or send us a message on Twitter also with Q&A in it somewhere. Just let us know that it's for the Q&A. That should be in 2 weeks, God willing. Goku willing. But yeah, so let's go to regular questions, and we have a few. Ray, I'm gonna pass you my phone.
Okay.
We have entirely too damn many to cover in just this episode, even when we filter out the ones that are for the Q&A.
Yeah.
Let's go to Twitter first, because I think we only have one on Twitter. Or you have your phone, you can pull up our account.
Yeah,
We're both late to it. This is silly.
Also, I was tagged in them, so I also have it up right now.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
We out here.
So let's see.
Or no, we have two of them.
Yeah.
So it'll be
2 of them.
All right. Our first question comes from @AskJovery, friend of show. They ask, if Wei Wuxian was the protagonist in a modern romance novel, the kind with a shirtless man on the cover, what do you think the most chaotic setting for this novel would be. What stereotypical romance novel protagonist job does Wei Wuxian have? In this novel, how do Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji first meet?
I have seen fan art of this novel cover.
Wei Wuxian is a journalist. That's a romance novel. That's a romance novel occupation, right?
Yeah. Well, it's what occupation does Lan Wangji have then that the journalist would have to go do, and what has caused his shirt to come open?
He's a fucking billionaire philanthropist, and his pecs are just too freaking juicy. That's why.
Titty too big.
His titties are too juicy.
Now, my immediate reaction to this is Wei Wuxian becomes the Outlander and gets sent back in time to Scotland in the Jacobin Revolution and just starts socialism there. Just kickstarts it.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
You know what? It'd be good, I think.
Wow, I really like that. It's like an isekai where he's just taking it back to the past.
Yeah.
Wow, the world's first good isekai.
Yeah, very important.
Wait, you mean Modao Zushi?
Yeah.
Which is the world's first good isekai?
Well, I wouldn't call Modao a isekai. I would say that the other one.
Scumvillain.
Yeah,
Scumvillain
is 100% an isekai.
Yeah.
But very important. Wei Wuxian is still a nurse in the modern day because we do have to put him in nurse dress at some point.
We do have to do that.
Yeah. Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji first meet. They have like a meet cute with some rabbits in the park or something. And then like Wei Wuxian has to work with Lan Wangji for his job, and they like hate each other because they don't like recognize each other from that one magical 5 minutes they spent with the bunnies in the park. That's how I think, and then it grows from there.
Because Lan Wangji was in like sweats because he was jogging, and Wei Wuxian,
sunglasses because he's like really easily recognizable because he's like a billionaire.
Oh, don't put him in a hoodie and sunglasses. It's just gonna look like the Unabomber.
Oh my god! Shall we put him in a fedora instead? A nice bowler hat.
Go back to Unabomji.
Now I'm just thinking of Fabio as Lan Wangji, and that's not good.
I mean, Lan Wangji. Lan Fabji.
Yeah.
We like it.
The psychic damage.
Yeah.
I appreciate that question.
Remember that time that Lan Wangji got hit by a bird on a roller coaster?
Oh, God. They really did go to Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Christ. Next question is from Elvire at Aruviru. They ask, what would be the most chaotic possible roommate situation between all of them? Like, what combination would just reach that peak disaster energy? I think if we're talking in broad themes, Wei Wuxian, Wen Chao, and Wen Qing would get into like physical brawls with each other.
Wei Wuxian, Nie Huaisang, and Jiggy living together would be the most disgusting house you have ever set foot in.
Oh my god!
Not for reasons that it's dirty, but there's a fucking sex dungeon.
Yeah.
The basement is a sex dungeon.
There's a part of it that has just Wei Wuxian's shit like crowded in it.
Yeah.
Huaisang just has like an esoteric order of like, I know where shit is, but I'm not going to put it where it needs to go.
And it's completely cluttered.
Jiggy is the stickler who's like, I'm not going to get into your business. I'm going to let you do you, but I'm going to keep this part looking very good because that's my prerogative. So...
And I'm just going to do it as an example of what it can look like if you put effort for it.
He does hire like a maid once a month and tells the maid to throw all of their stuff away.
Oh, God.
They come back, they're like, hey, did you throw out my 2-week-old Chinese food? my 2-week-old our food? God.
Oh.
His 2-week-old takeaway.
Yeah.
Throw out my 2-week-old burger.
Christ.
Burger.
I'm gonna make a bold case. Zhangsheng and anybody.
Yeah, Jepsen would be the worst person to live with, 100%. He's just a bad fucking person. Like, he's
He's awful.
intolerable. He's a piece of shit, and that's why I like him.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Zhangcheng and Wensheng have enough passive aggression to cancel each other out and just be the kind of, like, quirky gay roommates you see in a sitcom in the early 2000s.
Either that or they would literally tear each other limb from limb within 2 weeks.
I think they could make it through it. I think if they can make it past those 2 weeks, then they're never going to like each other. But, like, they're, you know, you walk in and they're both on their couch just drinking wine and they just eviscerate you.
They never speak to each other.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But they keep it immaculate.
Oh, yeah. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
God.
Christ. What we got next? Let's go
Tumblr
over
question?
Yeah, let's go over to Tumblr.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
We're going to Tumblr. And our first question is from an anonymous friend. The anonymous friend asks, what Disney characters and songs would you attribute to each of the juniors? I saw an animatic with Jin Leong singing I Won't Say I'm in Love, and I need to know what you think. Wow.
This is your area of expertise.
I need a minute to think about this, okay? Monsi Shui is Go the Distance from Hercules. Actually, no, Jingy is Go the Distance from Hercules. Because he's goofy as fuck in the beginning. Sishui is When Will My Life Begin from Tangled.
God.
And
What's his Tangled?
Jin Leong is,
Diddly World.
Diddly World. You know what? I will go with I Won't Say I'm in Love. That's really good. Not to cop out with two Hercules songs, but Hercules is objectively like top 3 Disney animated movies of all time. Don't at me. Don't argue with me. I'm not interested.
Do not speak to me on these Neopets.
That's what I think, because I'm the only person at this table who enjoys musicals.
You're not wrong.
Alright, next question is from another anonymous friend. They ask, what characters wear AirPods? Jin Leong.
Yeah.
I think everybody in the Jin sect is required to.
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian wears a pair of AirPods he borrowed from someone a very long time ago and has forgotten who they belong to.
They're Zhangcheng. Zhangcheng only has them because they're fashionable, and every time Wei Wuxian loses one of them, he just steals one from Zhangcheng, and Zhangcheng then buys just a brand new set.
Either that or Zhangcheng he bought himself a pair and then he was like, these are so fucking uncomfortable. And so he just foisted them off onto Wei Wuxian and got himself a pair of like those cool like moldy ear ones, you know.
But he still gets mad at Wei Wuxian for taking his AirPods.
He still gets mad at Wei Wuxian and never forgives him.
Yeah. How dare you take my AirPods that I never use?
Safe to say the whole Gene sect wears AirPods.
Mm-hmm. Fucking cracking his fucking lightning whip and just being like, give me my AirPods back.
Where's my other AirPod?
Bad.
God. Alright, third question.
Third.
From another anonymous friend. They said, I recently read a Reddit post in which someone said that Shuoyang was a dark parallel to Wei Wuxian, and another person said that Shuoyang was the sort of person that people in the story were trying to make the Yiling Patriarch out to be. What do you think of this?
Yes.
I think that absolutely, canonically, Shuoyang is in every sense a literary foil to Wei Wuxian.
Yeah,
like that's definitely his purpose in the text for sure.
Yeah, I think yes and yes, both are correct.
Yes and yes, totally correct.
Yes.
All right, this question is for Colin.
Yes, because you're the only one who knows anything about
Colin
this.
is the only one who knows anything about Naruto. I last watched Naruto in 7th grade. What animals would the MDZS characters summon for battle/help if they could do Naruto-style animal summoning?
Oh, boy. I mean, it's really obvious Wei Wuxian get Bunny.
Yeah, big bone.
Boney.
Wei Wuxian get Bunny. Jin Liang funny summon lots of dogs. Jin Liang summon everybody's favorite character from Church of Nart. Shout out to Never Believe It, Smoking Johnny. Oh man. Long Longji, ooh, buddy. I'm trying to think of, like, Long Longji, probably Big Turtle. Big Turtle. Just big friendly turtle. Big relaxed turtle. Zhang Cheng is big old snake boy.
Absolutely.
Nobody likes a snake. Zhang Cheng is a big snake boy. He summons a big snake.
Yeah. Like a cobra.
Wen Qing is a cop-out because there's literally a giant slug that you can summon that heals people.
With its slime?
Yeah, with its slime.
Yeah, that's Slime Man.
Yeah.
Slime Win.
Oh, man. What's, when Ning get ghost summoned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just get corpses and put souls in them and bring people back from the dead. It's great. It's
that
fun.
rules.
Yeah.
It's normal.
It's totally normal. It's definitely wild and normal.
Wild and normal.
What? Give me some other characters. Throw some at me.
Give me
Zhang Yanli.
Zhang Yanli does not get one because she's a girl and fuck Naruto.
Wow, really?
Naruto is like their female characters are incredibly underserved. Like Sakura gets one, and that's basically it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How about Big Ol' NMJ?
Big old NMJ gets to summon a big fucking monkey, just the biggest, hugest, jacked gorilla you could possibly imagine.
Holy
He's
fuck.
gonna summon Donkey Kong.
My friend.
Holy
Trusted
shit.
friend.
Oh my god. Cranky Kong has passed away, Ray.
Cranky Kong has passed
Hunky
away.
Kong
and
has passed away.
Hunky Kong is here to stay. Cranky Kong has passed away and Hunky Kong is here to stay. Continuing on.
Huaisong.
Huaisong, yeah.
Huaisong, what's a good Huaisong gets like summons like an eagle or something.
Oh,
like,
that'd be fun.
Something smart and cunning that people wouldn't expect. They just hang out and they just like gossip about shit.
Or an owl or something.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. How
Or
about
a raven, you know.
How about
It's like a cool
our,
bird.
our friend Lon Shisha?
Yeah. Buddy of the show.
Buddy of the show.
Buddy.
Bud of the show.
Hey!
Yeah.
It's because he's funny.
Oh,
Funny weed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what animal gets the most high. A
A
koala.
fucking sloth, dude.
Oh my god.
Why don't you just summon a koala? And they
Just
get
vibing.
they get that good leaf.
Get that good leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's round out 3 zone. Let's do Jiggy and then let's move.
Jiggy boy, what's oh man. A weasel.
Wow, another question that Colin can really ask. Is
Okay.
That second of the. I'll
Let's
just
do
read
it.
it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm reading them a little bit out of order, but this is one that I just came across that
We
I
have a lot of questions this week, so if we missed yours, sorry, we'll get to it next time.
Yeah. Laffy Taffy asked, so my little brother, 12 years old, is getting into the Modao Zushi Donghua. Okay. He said that Mo Xuanyu / Wei Wuxian's outfit looks like Anakin Skywalker.
It does.
In honor of that, what is your best Modao / Star Wars AU?
Oh my god.
This is fucking easy. They're Jedi. Wei Wuxian does a dark side, gets killed. Empire happens. Fucking his Force Ghost comes back and gets sucked into a gay man, and then then they just have more Jedi adventures.
Yeah.
You know.
Just normal.
Force Ghost, Wei Wuxian. Force Ghost, Wei Wuxian.
And while they're on their adventures, they come to grips with the fact that maybe the Jedi Order is not all that it was chalked up to be.
Oh.
They need to do a little bit of thinking for themselves, as you do.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe they realize that it's based on Judeo-Christian myth with just a smattering of Buddhist imagery on top of it.
Yeah.
There actually is there is some fun like Old Republic stuff that is like kind of set up on the idea that instead of having a centralized Jedi Council, you basically have kind of like Chinese style Taoist sects of Jedis like all across.
Jedi
the...
Okay,
sects?
fuck yeah.
Like they're like you have green Jedi and shit.
God.
So that's a mome.
That's a mome.
Yeah.
It's
really
called a
like
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
God. Do you want to do one more?
Sure.
Sure. There's one that's just straight up, what do you think of the ship Jinliang and Lan Sishwei? I don't think of them, honestly, if I'm gonna be real with you, because I think of the like, adult ships in the book and series a little bit more, because that's what interests me more.
I'm not super particularly compelled.
I'm just not compelled by high school children.
Yeah.
It's just not my bag.
I'm 32. I'm too old for this.
If we got the Boruto of this, then yeah, I'd be sure. I'd be into it.
Yeah, I mean,
if we got another, you know what Modal needs? It needs more time skips.
Yeah, I think if I were like a younger fan or just into a different kind of vibe, I would. I guess I mean they're fine. I think if the kids grew up to be like an OT3 or something, that'd be cute. But I mean, go nuts.
Go nuts. Yeah,
go nuts on it, man.
I don't care what you do. I mean, my favorite of, just watching the children interact is I like watching Jinyi and Jinliang argue. Same.
It's funny. It's funny, and the dynamic is fun.
It's funny. Yeah. But I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I'm just like, I'm gonna be 32 the day after this episode goes up. I can't be super compelled by little teenage children the way I once was.
It's just not my thing anymore, really.
Yeah.
It's also like they're side characters of side characters, except for kind of like Jin Liang, and so it's just there isn't a lot of meat to grab onto, except
not really.
Boy's cute, I guess.
Yeah, they have cute interactions and they add a little bit to the story, but other than that, I mean, I'm not actively searching for fan fiction of these dudes.
Yeah,
just not my thing.
Yep.
Okay, final question that's really short and that is yes or no. Have you seen the PVs and OP that were released for the Scum Villain show? Yes, they fucking rule. I was a little bit worried about the CG at first, but I think it's cute and they look good.
Yeah, they put it in the microwave for another minute and it's not looking bad.
It's fine. It's a little crispy. But it's nicely crispy. Yeah. I think it's good.
I have one question about them. Where are Mobe June's tits?
Where are Mobe June's titties? Where is he?
Oh. Where's he at entirely?
I smacked the table so many times that I freaking upended their microphone.
That's the power of titties.
Where are Mobe June's titties?
Where is he?
They're still in the microwave.
Where's the rest of them?
They popped out.
They're really trying to perfect that.
He's in the fridge.
Yeah.
He's on the 22nd page of the microwave cooking for one cookbook.
He's defrosting.
You've got to go through a bunch of options on the front. You really got to dig deep through that menu.
Oh yeah. He's past the dump cake and dump casserole versions 6, 7, 8, and 9.
You've got to open the door up and look at the little code on the inside to find out what number he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have an easy code for him. They don't have a button that says Mobe June on it.
God, if only they had a Mobe June button. You just hit a button and Mobe June appears in your house.
God, I wish that were me.
Yeah, because he'd probably kill me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking ready, dude.
When will Mobe June kill me?
When will Mobe June come and kill me?
Anyway, it's gonna be good. But let's finish this up.
Yeah, let's clean some house.
Clean some house. We have a Patreon.
A Patreon.
If you go to patreon.com/podrecesses and throw some money into our mouths as treats, you'll get some stuff. For $1 of treats a month, you can be a disciple of the show and get access to our Patreon exclusive bonus content, plus a special role in our Discord. We're gonna get She's a Good iPad going again pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
For
$5 a month, you can be a sec leader of the show and get all of that, plus a more special role in our Discord channel and a thank you shout out on the show. Plus, at the start of every month, you can get a little doodle from one of us. We're working on those. We are working our way through them. And for $10 a month, You can be a chief cultivator of the pod racist world, just like...
What up?
Yeah, boy!
Hey, and get all of that plus an even more special role in our Discord, and you can listen in when we record our episodes. Just like, I mean, technically you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're listening in and interacting. You're getting the full VIP experience.
They're intergaging.
Right now.
This right here.
That's intergaging right
This
there.
is our chief intergage officer.
I am the chief intergage. I am the...
The Nathan Masry of...
I am the sect leader of Garfield. What city does Garfield take place in? Shit.
fucking like Illinois.
No,
or
it's
something.
Muncie, Indiana.
Yeah.
I know this.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Of course. Why do you know that?
I was a Garfield bitch when I was
Oh, were you a Garfield?
I was a
child?
Garfield ass bitch.
I'm a Garfield woman.
I am a Garfield woman.
Yes, I am the sect leader and chief cultivator of Muncie Garfield Sect.
Yeah.
The MuncieArbuckle Sect.
Oh, okay.
Got our title.
Oh no!
But yeah, all of our donors get to vote every month on which charity will donate 33% of our Patreon money to, and we got those votes in, so I'm going to be making those donations probably when we get home.
Yay! What are we donating to this month, bud?
We are donating to Rosehip Medics, Tidewater Solidarity Collective, and Black Trans Travel Fund.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Just to throw a little bit of money in there.
Yeah, you throw us treats, we'll throw them treats.
Yeah.
So shout out to our shout out to our $5 sec leaders Lenny W, Carrie, Lena, Rachel W, Audrey F, and Sarah, who did a hell of a thing. I'm still gonna count Sarah as a $5 sec leader because what Sarah did was took their $5 and turned it into $4.20 a month.
All right.
Thank you, Sarah McBigdice.
Thanks, Sarah McBigdice. Buy Sarah McBigdice's Big Dice on sarahmcbigdice.instagram.com.
Sarah Mc website.
Sarah Mc website.
Go listen to Church of Naruto. Go listen to Never Believe It.
Yes.
And thank you to our $10 chief cultivators of the show, Colin, who was here.
What up?
What up?
Yeah.
And Scout, who is not here, but we are thinking of you and loving you.
We love
It's here in
Scott.
spirit.
And we love a Colin also.
Hi.
Hi.
We dearly love and cherish.
We do.
A pal.
We also dearly love and cherish Noisepace.xyz for being our podcast network, and Sec Leader Matt of GameCube. Check out some of the Noisepace podcasts. Colin, I believe you are officially a member of the Noisepace Sect.
Yeah, I am now part of the network. I am co-hosting on Wow Cool Robot now, which is a Gundam rewatch podcast. A friend of the sect, Maxi Bajillion, has decided to watch all of Gundam, and did the first series of Gundam 0079, with Morg, and basically his whole thing is he's going to change out co-hosts every time he changes which series he's watching. So we started Zeta. It's me. It's Max. It's Sarah. It's a good time. It is fucking wild. Please go check them out. Check us out, excuse me, at Wellcool Robot, or on Twitter at Wellcool Podcast. Yeah, it's
Love
great.
it. Fuck yes.
Yeah, I made the theme song for the new season. It's very good.
Oh yeah.
I did a City Pop remix.
All right.
Yeah.
How we did.
Yeah.
We stand.
We fucking stand! I'm Roy. I'm on Twitter at SemperFunny, and if you only want to see my Modao complaining, I'm also on Yulin Hypebeast.
And I'm Fallon. I am on Twitter at America's Burden. I'm locked right now, but follow requests are okay.
Who dat?
You're 18 plus.
Oh yeah. I'm on everything at Padgetish. PADGETTISH. Yeah.
And we, the podcast of recesses, are at AMR, cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com, and twitter.com/cloudrecess, just the one pod.
You get one.
You get one. We're on all the podcast apps, all the websites, all that crap. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you're 18 and up, you can also join our Discord. It's fun. We talk about things. What have we talked about this week? It's just some very bad things. Very cursed.
Just really, who was it? y'all were having some kind of rollicking ass conversation.
There was something about Lanwanji's titties when I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
As there should be.
We love to talk about them.
We do love to talk about them. I remember, it goes without saying, Hwai-sung eat a cheese.
Haunted dolls. Casting the characters as my brother and me bits.
Yeah.
We did do that.
We did do that. That was good.
Yeah.
It's a good bit. But another good bit is when we don't know what the thing is that we say at the end of every episode, even though we know exactly what it is.
Wait, what is the thing?
Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny. The joke is that we know the thing, and then we say it because we act like we don't know it. That's so funny to me.
Oh, that's
just classic.
That's so hilarious. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. I mean, right next to so I was watching this one show.
Oh my god! Like lay it on me. No, I'm not gonna let you do this on our podcast.
I was gonna let you guys do it, and then I would just fade it out.
Oh wait.
Oh, it's fine. It's whatever.
No, you know what? No,
we can't
do it another time.
No, we can't ruin the concept of you and Paige's upcoming podcast. It's never going to actually. But yeah, Semper Bunny, folks.
Yeah.
Semper Bunny, you are all my nephews now.
Devil has been solved.
Semper Banui.
Semper Banui.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.